Ramblings of a Music Teacher, Episode 31. Is it okay to take a break from practicing? It's nearly Christmas. Many people are having time off work or school and generally getting into a more relaxed mode. However, as a musician, should you take time off practice? I recently conducted a poll on the community tab of this channel, and interestingly, just over half of you who responded said your practice will be the same over the holiday period. I also invited you to share your thoughts on our MusicOnline UK Forum, and I would like to read to you a post from Ruth Fitch, who said, "I'm an adult learner and I work full time, so things are backwards for me. Having a period of holiday where I'm actually at home is my best opportunity to do some in-depth practice. Whereas in a normal working week with meetings going on in the evenings, it can be difficult to fit practice in. I aim for 2 hours per day, but sometimes struggle to do just 1 hour. This year, I had a holiday where I was nowhere near a piano for 2 weeks, and that had an impact. It took some work to get back from that. Maybe the obsessive nature of musicians includes working their holiday plans around access to an instrument. I don't think I'd like to take more than a week off. Having a break is a good thing though. To come back refreshed and see a piece with new eyes, even to pick up on mistakes that had slipped by before. But currently, I'm working on my new grade 5 music and can't wait to get stuck into it over Christmas." Well, first of all, thank you very much, Ruth, for your contribution. And by the way, feel free, all of you, my subscribers, to use this forum to discuss anything and everything related to music education. I would like Music Online UK to become more than just a YouTube channel, but also a community where we can help each other. Who knows, maybe you might post something that could become the topic of a future podcast. There is a link to the forum in the description below. So what are my thoughts on this question of taking a break from practicing? From my teaching experience, many beginner students over the school holidays take a few steps backwards and might then take a week or two to return to where they were at the beginning of the new term. On the other hand, you may remember in a previous podcast, The Obsessive Nature of a Musician, it was noted that we as musicians can be a little OCD. So what is the balance? Practicing incorrectly can be ineffectual. Indeed, doing your 3 hours a day whatever may have negative effects. The best practice comes when you have goals, and goals in turn come from motivation. Sometimes excessive repetition can turn to drudgery and boredom, and this will have a negative impact on your motivation. A small break, on the other hand, can give you a psychological boost, where you are mentally and physically refreshed. If we compare this to professional sportsmen, they will often have a rest day once a week for both mental and physical recovery. Let me give you some personal experience. When I was a student at the Royal Academy of Music, I would probably say that my practice schedule was rather OCD. Now, I am a little more laid back. I still try to practice most days, but probably not as many hours as I did then. Surprisingly, I would rate my playing as better than it was then. It is definitely more musical, without the pressure of having to compete with the high standard of those around me. I now play for the sheer love of music. If I take a week's holiday, it would take no longer than a day or two to get back to where I was before. So in summary, I think the answer to this question is one of balance. A break should not be an excuse for laziness, but on the other hand, a small break, even 1 day off a week, might even have beneficial effects. Please do let me know your thoughts on our forum. What do you think about taking a break from practicing? How often a week do you practice, and does that change in the holiday season? As always, thanks for listening and tune in next time for more ramblings of a music teacher.